All right, welcome in to the Daily Fix as we with you every single day, 12 Central Standard Time, right here on Foolish Club Media. I am your host, Ron Hughley, and right there in that little itty bitty box, right where he rightfully belongs, is young Steve Serta. And as I said there, we appreciate you as we do every day. Listen, however you're taking us in, Twitter, Facebook, YouTube, however it is, we appreciate you. The thing that I do need you to do right now is like and subscribe. Please like and subscribe at our Foolish Club Media YouTube channel. Head over to YouTube right now, like and subscribe. Tell others as we're giving you the best. And I'm telling you the best, man. We're working our way up. Brian's World, which was released yesterday, Veep season, this daily, tomorrow, fresh out the gate. You can listen to the show in BK. That will jump out tomorrow as well. And the post-game show, a lot happening. And also special stuff that will be coming right here.
So,
Foolish Club Media. What the hell you got to say, man? Don't cut
real,
me off
quick.
in the midst of
real
me.
Quick. I do want to say, for our Apple listeners, we've been having issues with our Apple feed this week. I promise I am doing everything in my power to get it fixed. So I'm hoping by the end of the day, tomorrow at the latest, we will have this sorted out and we'll be up to date on Apple so you can listen to everything that we have to offer. Trust me, I've been working on this all week long. I think we've almost got a fix to it. So hopefully we'll be up and running soon.
Hopefully that too. You want to get it right now, though, you can slide over Spotify. You can slide over other different ways to listen. But yes, we know a lot of you listen via Apple. We will get that worked out. Now, by the way, hey, like and subscribe. And remember, no pressure if you don't. Preventing my 3 children from eating, and my dog who just got neutered. So we're in a tough place right now. So we need likes and subscriptions. Please like and subscribe at Foolish Club Media. Not going to hold you long. A little sex and work from one of the top guys in the sports world. We'll let you hear that and explain that. Also, a Chiefs player needs to absolutely chill. I mean, chill and calm down. We'll get to that. But I do want to start here. Hit me with my 2 minutes, Steve. I think a lot came out of the first loss to the Bills. But I think a big one, and I heard it as I listened each and every post game right here on Foolish Club Media. I heard you and Rocky talking about it, and that was Kelce and Hopkins kind of missing in action, right? Kelce didn't have a catch, had 1 target through the first half. He finally had 2 catches for 8 yards. Hopkins not much better. He had 3 catches, a few more targets, but they just weren't involved in the offense like we've seen. And I think it made a lot of people nervous. I do think that the Bills a bit surprised Andy and the Chiefs offensive staff by running so much man, as they have been such a zone dominant team. But still, I think to me, this is 2 things from the 2 of them. I think Kelce, Serta, I just think you got to start, and I think we'll see that against the Panthers. I think you got to start making a concerted effort to get him involved early. I don't think that's not common with a lot of top receivers. We've heard Tom Brady talk about this all the time. I was purposefully trying to get Randy involved early. Now, I think they tried to do that to start at the second half, as on the first possession. I think the first throw came to Kelce for 2 yards. But they were trying to do that. But I think this is a deal of, hey, get him involved in the game plan early. It seemed like Xavier Worthy was big in the game plan early, and maybe they thought they'd get with him later. And then I think the Hopkins situation, to me, is it felt like with the return of Juju that they really didn't quite know how they wanted to incorporate and use him. And he played a lot outside instead of kind of moving a lot. So I think that had to do with it. So I don't think this is rising to a problem yet, because Kelce was on the hottest streak of the season, the previous 3 games, and D-Hop was rolling pretty well too. So I don't think there is a major problem. I just think Kelce, you got to use early and get him involved early so he's in the game. And then Hopkins, I think they do got to figure out how they want to use him. I think over the last couple of years, he's just seemed to have better production coming out of the slot. I think he was mostly on the outside.
Yeah, it feels like they're still kind of navigating this and
Doesn't it?
figuring
Yeah.
out how they want to make these adjustments, because like Juju, who had a monster game before he got injured for the Chiefs, like filling in and being like a focal point of their offense. But I think we'd all rather have DeAndre Hopkins be the focal point of the offense than Juju Smith-Schuster. So they just have to figure out a way to keep Hopkins on the field, because he should not be coming off the field because Juju's on the field or Justin Watson's on the field. Like DeAndre Hopkins needs to be in the mix way more for the Chiefs.
Yeah, and not just in the mix, but sort of where he is lined up, and to give him the best shot to be lined up at those certain places, because I think they have enough pieces where they can put him anywhere. Right, there is something like Watson can be on the outside, Hardman can be on the outside. They've got some pieces where they can do that. All right, my man, Matt Araiza, he's got to calm down. I don't know if you all saw the footage of my man's. If you missed this, look at this nut on this punt. Just watch 14. Watch 14. He is busting it. I don't know if he's supposed to be the safety of the last guy, but look at him get in there and get after it. I need Matt to calm down, Steve. I really do. Like, reel it in. Like, the last thing we need is your ass to be injured in Justin Reed or whoever it is. Like, we're down. What is that Shane fella? He'd have to punt. Like, that's the last thing that we need is for you to calm down. I always thought that the punter was more or less the safety, the guy that is the last line of defense, like the guy that's back there. No, he's beating. First off, those other guys ought to be embarrassed that Matt is trucking you and leaving you after he punts to get down there. But Matt needs to calm down with the physicality. He just went over there and launched himself. That would border on targeting in college and may have been an ejection for the rest of the game in the first half of the next one. He just launched his body at the gentleman. Like, Matt, reel it in, okay? Like, you got to calm down. I know Dave's not teaching that, right? Tommy Townsend wasn't doing that. I mean, Louis Aguiar wasn't doing that. You got to calm down. That is just a bit much from 14.
I think it is a lot for a team that's already
hell yeah, it's a lot.
The kickers on the shelf, losing star players left and right, cornerbacks, wide receivers, running backs. Like, you can't really afford any more injuries. And the last thing you need is your punter to also get injured and have that be just another thing to have to worry about moving
because forward. He's running down the field like a bat out of hell and launching his body at me. Right? I gotta wonder, is he doing that on every punt? Right? Is he like I don't want my punter to, like, I did not watch that, Serta, and think, hell yeah, our punter's tougher than yours. I looked at that and said, what the hell is Matt doing? Calm your ass down. Matt ain't got no pads on. He ain't got no leg pads on, nothing. He just out here launching himself. That people just an absolute shame. He needs to absolutely calm down. All right. Finally, I don't know if you all heard this from Adam Schefter, but Adam Schefter was asked, hey, what's the moment that the craziest news you had to break? Where was the craziest place you had to break news?
Weirdest place you've broken a story is what?
I can remember being in Denver one time, and I was
oh, come on, Adam.
I was
Yeah,
how do I say this? I had just spent time with this woman for the first time.
Yeah, okay.
Oh, a slut.
Sure.
And got a text that Dale Carter was being suspended. I think it was for 8 games for substance abuse. And so as I continued to lay there, confirm it, and got the job done, Kevin, in every which way.
This nasty son of a gun. Shout out to former Chief Dale Carter, who he had to get that name sent in while he was out there getting after it. But look at him. Do you see him? First, it was the trail. It was the laugh to start. Yeah, it looked like he got a little. He got a little jump down in the lower area, Steve, and then thought to himself because he went back and remembered that night. As soon as in that moment, that was a man right there. All that laughing, it took him so long to get to it. That was a man that was replaying that night and that moment right there. He misses that young lady, that random that Adam Schefter knocked off that night. But did you hear at the end Adam's nasty ass talking about, I got the job done every which way? You nasty son.
So he's the number one newsbreaker in the game.
Do you believe him? Do you believe that he was in there getting after it and he pulled his phone to type in Dale Carter has been traded while the young, like, I mean, I'm trying in my mind think of like what position was he getting rode? Was it reverse cowgirl? Was it just you know, the oral fixation? What was happening in this moment when he had to get Dale Carter, and how many times did he have to type Dale Carter because he missed the wrong button because it felt good to him?
I mean, he made it seem like they had wrapped up, and
oh no,
I do believe him because I just think back to like early in my sports media career and how every moment of the day I was like, I have to keep up with every bit of news, every piece of content that comes out. And being a newsbreaker, I bet he was the exact same way. I bet he was on his phone constantly. I bet he was up to date on everything all the time. It didn't matter what he was doing or what he was up to. No,
stop that. Dale Carter's going to have to wait. All right, Ian Rappaport's going to beat me on this one if I'm out here laying it down. Dale, Ian's going to beat me. Garofalo, good hair, Tom Pelissero, they're going to beat me on this one. It's just Dale Carter. Now, I mean, if it was Tom Brady or something, you got to get up, honey. Hold on now. I got to do some work. It's just Dale Carter. All right. James Hastings, Dale Carter, Mark McMillan, Mark Collins, those guys can wait. I'm finishing the job. I bet she never saw him again. Do you think that lady turned into his wife? No, he probably would have said it. He probably would have said it right then. Yeah, I just like how nasty he is. I mean, now when I hear him tell that story, sort of, it makes me believe that there's a different Adam Schefter that tells that says nasty ass things all the time. You nasty ass Adam. Good for you. Hi, Mom. Hey, Courtney.